One wrong character and you're dead in the water. Miss a comma? Enjoy your new hobby of debugging. For decades, to make machines listen, you had to speak perfectly. Exact spelling, rigid formatting, endless error messages. And that created this invisible tax on work, the syntax tax. Not the hard part of building something, but the annoying part. The parentheses, the commas, the tiny stuff that breaks everything. Lately, I've been testing WhisperFlow plus AI coding by voice. And something shifted because you can talk to a computer the way you talk to a person. Natural language in, real business outcomes out. So here's the question that should mess with your head a little bit. If you can describe what you want and the system can infer intent and execute, what happens to coding as a skill? Not too long ago, we said learn to code. That's changing. Hi, if you're here for the first time, I'm Troy Malone, and I'm the founder of Relevant AI Lab. If you want to upgrade your team's skills with frameworks, training programs, and step-by-step systems, then join us today at relevantailab.com. Now back to the point. The syntax tax is starting to disappear, and it's not just a convenience upgrade, it's a permission change. This isn't about typing faster anymore, it's about building faster. Because when the system can infer intent, the bottleneck moves from can you write perfect code to can you think clearly? Let me make this concrete for you. In the old world, you have an idea, then you translate that into syntax, then you fight the compiler, then you Google your errors, and then you finally get a tiny feature shipped. In the new world, you say what you want, the system drafts the code, runs the changes, and you're supervising the outcome. That creates a flywheel. The more you can express, the more you can build. The more you can build, the more confident you get, and the more confident you get, the more ambitious your ideas become, period. And this feels less like an upgrade and more like a leap for 4 reasons. First, creativity stops stalling on parentheses. If you've ever been in the flow and then got derailed by a missing bracket, you know how brutal that is. Second, non-coders can ship real prototypes. That's the big one for business. Not just engineers shipping product, teams shipping experiments. Marketing, ops, enablement, L&D, people closest to the problem can build the first version now. And third, accessibility jumps for people who don't type for a trade. If coding isn't your strength or isn't just your natural interface, voice plus AI changes the playing field. Fourth, collaboration becomes conversation, not translation. Instead of one person speaking code and everyone else guessing, the whole team can operate in intent. And when you connect the dots, the direction becomes crystal clear. With momentum from tools like WhisperFlow, Cursor, OpenAI, and Google Gemini, we're moving toward a world where coding is just know what you want to say it clearly. So does syntax disappear completely? Probably not. Not overnight. But the role of syntax is going to shrink. This isn't about syntax as the main skill. It's about syntax as a safety layer. The new premium skill is judgment, specifying the right thing, validating results, and governing risks along the way. Here's the verdict for leaders. If your teams are still working like it's 2023, you're going to feel slow. Because the question isn't whether natural language will drive real work, it's whether your company will build the muscle to use it well. Believe me, your competitors are doing that. If you found this valuable, please hit subscribe. We'll keep you ahead of these massive shifts so you don't get caught off guard as the world changes. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think syntax is on its way out or still worth mastering in the long term? With AI, the question isn't whether this will happen, it's already happening. Turn AI into your team's competitive advantage with Relevant AI Lab. Join us at relevantailab.com.